RG3 has just come out with the ridiculous take that Jason Kelce should be MVP.
That's stupid.
That the center, well, you say it's stupid, but the whole sport,
solid take.
The whole sport is changing around us, and you're giving the take that Burrow isn't as good as Jalen Hurts, and maybe he's not. I don't know. The Eagles seem like the only team in the league that can go, whoa, 45 points because their offensive line will just maul you. The last 2 weeks, they've taken 6 and 7 win teams and dragged them by 25 and 26 points, while Tua can't figure it out. Like the Eagles are overwhelming.
Maybe McDaniel.
The year the Eagles won the Super Bowl, it was with an offensive line that just mauled everybody.
Right. As
everybody was playing a different kind of football, and Brady's running in the flat, and they're throwing him a pass to lose a 44-34 game to Nick Foles, who can't play, but got carried by an offensive line that is just a group of maulers that destroy everybody. As we do the analysis of this position with wins and losses, and Herbert goes into last night's game with more losses, Stugotz, than any quarterback other than Matt Ryan since he's been playing. He's getting judged by losses when we all saw last night. Holy shit, what an arm, what a stallion.
Right.
And they're 7-6 because it's hard to win in football. And it happens that fast. It happens that fast in December to the Dolphins. 2 weeks. Oh, that was fun for 10 weeks, man. Oh, we can hope. We've been terrible for 20 years. As it ends on Brady, and you're going to.
Dan, don't do it. I care about you. Don't say it. Don't think it. I care about you.
I think it's time to say it.
I think you're overdue.
No,
Say it,
guys,
Dan.
they're going to win that.
I'll back you up, Dan.
Dan, do not do it
Careful.
again. Dan, don't do it again.
They're gonna
Please
win that
don't do it again.
division.
They're going to win the division. He's not done playing yet. Don't do it. I care about
This
you.
might be part
Serious.
of Tony's top 5. He's making
Don't
some
do it.
noises over here. We don't want
All
to
right,
ruin
Tony,
it.
you don't do it either.
Tony,
I care
get your
about you.
top 5 ready so we don't steal your whole top 5. Even though you created
Tony.
a fictional creature a second ago
Tony, look at me.
for a lob pass
Don't do it.
from Mahomes. Billy, I think you're right on this one. Like, he'll get a lot of credit for that, but and none of us, I don't think any of us could have done it. But Mahomes looks like he's the best offensive thing in the league.
Right, after Burrow.
Brock Purdy, too.
And Jason Kelce.
Oh, Brock Purdy, you say, huh? By the way, I haven't been attributed to the Purdy good that I had in my last top 5, and I feel like I've seen 17 people, saying
Pablo
it.
said it on the daily this morning.
How could people have thought of that without
they
hearing
always
you
say?
say it?
Imagine.
He must have been hearing. Yeah, he must have heard you.
I
Must
do
have heard
believe
from
that Billy. I believe Billy's right though. Tony should have copyrighted that. If we had any speed and dexterity as a T-shirt company
I
around
don't
here,
think
perhaps we would have already got those Purdy shirts out there. I realized this morning this was funny and makes me feel terribly, terribly old. Just so that you understand what Tom Brady is up against.
Yeah.
I was sent the news by the man who used to be the Ibis at the University of Miami that Purdy's father is Sean Purdy, who was a left-handed ace for the University of Miami baseball team who roomed with Jim Favola. I did not know that this person was the father of Purdy Good until last night when I see him weeping because his son is Mr. Irrelevant. Anyway, you were saying, Tony.
Number 5.
That's like a story Billy would tell.
Yeah. I mean, no one knows who any of those people are. Jimmy Free.
Mr. Irrelevant's the least irrelevant person in that story.
By the way, the Bucks are a 4 seed right now, okay?
Not
4
for long.
seed. Yeah.
Not for long. Number 5.
What? Come on.
Number 5, Billy. The Bills' defense should be arrested for attempted murder on what they did to Mike White.
What happened there?
They folded him like a lawn chair in midair, Dan. Did you see it?
That was amazing.
Like a lawn chair.
They got his ribs once, and they didn't stop going after his ribs.
Do you guys understand on Sundays what we're watching when Mike White can be snapped in half and Josh Allen is somersaulting over people? That can't be sustained, can it?
Both Mike Whites had me confused yesterday.
That's a good joke.
Number 4. Haters are not going to like this, guys. But I'm going to say it here before you hear it anywhere else. Lions have the best offensive football.
Wow.
Why did you have to
Great
take
offensive
it there?
line, great receivers,
Better than Mahomes.
great running
Better
backs.
than Burrow.
All of a sudden, Jared Goff is the future. I don't know if you guys saw that report on Sunday morning. The Lions like Jared Goff is their future.
Did you see that speech in the locker room? Goff is becoming a leader.
I love
Yep.
it. What happened the last time all of those things came together in a perfect storm for Jared Goff? Super Bowl. And they're not dead yet, by the way, the Lions are.
All right,
6 and 7.
Hold
I'm
on
just
a
saying.
second.
They
Right
lost
there.
that Super Bowl, right?
Hold on.
Yeah, and then they
13-3,
traded
they
him
didn't
to
score.
win
They
this.
lost
Yeah, they didn't score an offensive
13-3.
touchdown.
They said he wasn't good enough.
Yeah, they shut them out of town.
Okay, hold on. Are we going to do this every week? So the Lions, we were laughing at Dan Campbell.
They're good, Dan.
Their offense is good, but they're 6-7. You guys told me the Chargers aren't good. They're now 7-6. You guys told me flatly the Chargers are not good. They're not a good team.
Well, they're not, but the Lions are good. We saw a thing the other day, right? I think it was a stat yesterday, and I don't want to misquote it, but it was something along the lines of like the last 8 seasons or something. Every year, a 6-7 team has made the playoffs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Watch out.
Are you betting on this one? That you're telling us, Tony, that this is the one that the Lions?
I feel it. Beat a 10-2. My Vikings obviously beat a 10-2 Vikings
They were
team.
favored. They
They were
Still-
close against Buffalo. Yeah.
Close against Buffalo. Close against the Eagles. Close against the Dolphins. Like this team is legit. Just
So
don't be
Dan
afraid
Campbell's
to
going to
sneak
be
in.
coach of the year. Dan Campbell. If he runs,
Well,
if he runs,
Ron
up-
Rivera. I mean,
In the conversation.
if he goes to the end of the season with
Sniffing around.
he's sniffing around, the
He is
Lions are
sniffing around.
sniffing around.
Yeah, he is.
Aren't the Chargers sniffing around?
everyone's sniffing around.
Sniffing around for Coach of the Year?
No, yeah.
The
it'll only be
Chargers
a
are
couple guys.
are in the playoffs right now. The Jets are on the outside looking in, so the Chargers are in. The Lions are right there, Dan. They really are.
I think the Patriots are in if they win tonight, though.
yeah.
Number
Really?
3.
No, the Patriots aren't sniffing around.
Yeah, they are.
No, come on, guys.
No, they're
Dan, you
sniffing
said they
around,
were
Dan.
dead. I don't think they're dead,
They're
Dan.
definitely not dead.
Dan, they're
definitely
6-6.
not dead.
His
I
road
mean,
trip is a disaster for the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Disaster so far.
And here comes the Jags. I mean,
Oh, whoa,
man.
well.
Here
Look
come
at
the
that.
Jags.
They're
Here
frisky.
come the Jags.
They're frisky.
I mean,
they are
pounded
frisky.
down on
You
the
know,
Titans.
I think I heard something about the Jags before, but I'm not sure if I heard
From
it.
where?
Maybe.
Are the Jags
Pablo?
frisky? Put it on the poll at Le Batard Show.
Number 3. It was something that I had written down last night, but that was
Important
spoken
detail?
about. No, that was spoken about today. So just to give you the timeline.
So we stole it from you.
No, I'm just
What
posing a
time
question.
exactly did you write it down?
9:37.
Okay.
nice.
Just posing a question here for number 3.
Working hard late into the night.
Did Staley figure out Mike McDaniel? Just a question I wanted to ask. Did Staley figure him out?
Oh, so that's why because I said that before. That's
Because then you said it, and then I was like, oh, shit.
But you
That was
disagreed
number 3.
with us. You disagreed with us when we were asking that.
No, I disagree with you calling Mike McDaniel's offense a gimmick. That's what I disagreed with.
I don't apologize.
Okay.
I mean, what's going on with you and Tony? I don't understand your
Nothing, Dan.
relationship. I don't. You undercut him.
It's
at
a
every turn.
mentor-mentee situation, you know?
Wait, was that a Tony takeaway? Because I'm writing
No,
these
no, no.
down.
That was what it was.
You were- okay.
This
Tony-
is what
Tony-
spurred this
Tony-
whole
Oh,
thing.
it changed.
Tony,
It changed,
incidentally, salute to you for at Moss Miami. You're the only one who created somebody whispering in my ear, "Hey, I think that's a real liability for the company because you decided throwing
my
a crutch
yeah.
into the
I
crowd."
think it
Can
was-
we talk about
That's a good
that?
idea.
Because he was like...
Was it Zach Harper?
Bad
I think
judgment.
I think he whispered
Bad
it to you.
judgment.
I think last Wednesday he was still bedridden and couldn't move, and it was like a whole
That's
thing.
true.
And he started talking
I
to
don't know about
Hildy, and we were
bedridden.
going to raise money. Some of the funds were going to go to get an electric wheelchair because he couldn't walk so bad. And then he somehow came in 2 crutches, and then it was 1 crutch he was throwing into the
And then
crowd.
no crutch.
And today
One
there's
crutch
no
was for
crutch.
protection.
There's
One
no
crutch was for protection.
Just
protection.
all very bad judgment. Tony's top 5 brought to you every week
By bad judgment.
by bad judgment. Yes, can we get it sponsored?
They pay
by-
well, Dan.
Can we
By
please
bad
Can we please find a way to sponsor this segment, Bad Judgment? Because only one time on Saturday night did anyone say to me that's a liability issue, and it's you hurling a crutch into the
Yeah.
crowd.
They caught it though, thankfully, and it didn't hit anybody.
He could have done it more reckless if he like torpedoed it.
Yeah,
like if he like
could've.
sent it spinning like a helicopter.
helicopter,
He,
yeah.
he kind of
Tossed
he tossed
it.
it where it stayed tall.
What motivated you to do that?
Zach Harper, he said.
No, Zach Harper was the one I think that whispered into my ear that was a liability. So I
Zach
wanted to see
Harper
if
should be brought to you by Bad Judgment. Those
That's
guys.
also-
are-
I thought
it was his idea. He
all
said it
of
was a bad
those.
idea.
No, he
Kinship,
was just
me and
Zach
Zach.
Harmer was informing Tony it was a bad
Harper.
idea.
Harper.
He
Who's
did,
Zach
and then
Harmer?
I went right
I don't
past
know
it, and I
what
was
I
like, because some guy kind of put his hands up in the air, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna throw my crutch, and then I threw it. I'm actually thankful I got it back.